Hey everyone, this is Krill Central, and welcome back to Champions Online. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead with a map real quick. I just find it to be easier to work with it this way. This area in here is all the west sides are a low level area, and down here is where you're going to find these next couple of missions, which usually can be done side by side pretty easily. Let's make sure I have things set up. I do not. Here we go. Oh, I know it was wrong. I'm like, why are these guys feeling like they shouldn't be set up like that? Well, it's because they're pets. Whoops. Alright, now I'm going to have to use my cursor a lot more. Over here, turret morph. This is the mode they do the damage in. They're mobile, and until you rank them up, they may not even be able to reach some enemies, but they do have a range of 100 feet, which is pretty dang good range once you get it going. Let's go ahead. Now, the first thing is, this mission is supposed to rescue these guys out on the docks, but I think I'll go ahead and go for this one first. Come on. You can do it. You have to go inside these things. Oh, I see what's going on. Sorry, having a little bit of trouble getting into work, because apparently I did remember to get this going. Like, how long does it take for them to do that? Oh, get a block. Yeah. Now, I'm going to try something out here. And that's that I'm going to try the volume up a little bit louder. But I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Unfortunately, your bots will still not actually do anything with that. Oh, right. Now, this up arrow, I should remember that. That'll bring this up. It is a pain. You can't move it normally. And my pets sound like they're attacking someone. Yep, they are. That is the other thing. Now, they shouldn't attack as long as you have assist mode on. They will attack enemies you attack and nothing else. Or defend themselves. There's that too. And sometimes they're just not very good at pathfinding, etc. Anyways, let's get you guys over here. So inside the crates is where they're at, and they do hint towards it in the mission. It's just that it's not normally... Hello, I appear to be stuck. There we go. Anyways, this is actually going to be tough, because the bots can't help in here until they actually get here. By then, I've finished off most of these guys anyways. Oh, I wonder... It's entirely possible the reason that it's doing that is because the bot's area effect may be piercing through walls. Huh. Alright. What are you guys... What are you guys doing? Did the AI get even dumber last time that since I've been playing this last? Okay, well, we had to rescue this guy anyways, right? So not a big deal. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and skip over some of this, and have to be a little more careful now. Unfortunately, I know some of you may be thinking, it's taking an awful lot of time to click on that button. And you're right. It is a long time. Here's the problem. You don't have much of a choice. If you set it for the hotkeys, you'll find that it will not work. Because the hotkeys will change constantly. Like, as your pets die and you resummon them and such, you'll just keep seeing it change. Guys, you guys want to do something? Assist? Really? Did they manage to break what was already working? I mean, admittedly, pets can be stupid, but not this stupid. Maybe they just camera shy? Or maybe they're pranking me. They're gonna make it seem like it's gonna be a terrible build because of the bad pets. Normally they're not that bad. As you can see, they can get up and move around a bit. But that being said, if you look at, like, for example, Control F5 is the current hotkey, but once you get multiple pets, you start having to deal with various problems coming up. Oh, secret sale. That's another quest. It comes from an item. When you see an item that has an exclamation mark, like you would over someone who's got a quest to give you, then that means you can right-click on it to get a quest from it. So it says, from the clue you found, it seems a red banner cultist has stolen a mystic relic that Primus once transferred, or was transferring, from the desert. He plans to sell it to the evil organization known as Demon. I'm assuming that that's... Oh, wait. Let's actually accept the quest. Anyways, since Demon's in all caps, I'm assuming that means it's an acronym of some sort. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to Distribution Destruction. Looks like is the one for this. You get two of them side by side, it's easy to lose track. Yep, I see. Enemies are attacking the pets, and that's why they're aggroing on everything in sight. It's because everything in sight is aggroing on them. Normally, I tend to, honestly, do less skipping around and more just wipe out everything in my path. That doesn't always work. Now, one of the pets just got killed. So, the thing to remember about that is that any time you can resummon them. Even if there's already one out, it'll remove the other one, as you can see, but now they have two of them and they're back at full health. So that's actually a way you can get around that. A little bit of rubber banding. Nothing new, I suppose. Ah, here we go. Perfect. So I'll do a Control F5. See how that works. And, I mean, if you know the hotkey, it's not a problem. You can even set it to buttons you think are going to be more reasonable to access. Like, for example, I'm using Q and E in my hotkey bar. Maybe I can use... Well, I guess I'm already using Shift Q and Shift E. But, you know, there's some options out there. So, you know, it is what it is. That being said, let's go ahead and break that box open. Kaboom. Yeah, see, they do take a lot of damage. They can't, like, move out of very effective attacks or anything. That's the problem. But look how quickly you're just ripping this guy apart compared to what you normally do. It's a pretty noticeable boost. And it looks like I could save someone by virtue of pet maiming them. Or maiming their captor. You don't have your pets maim someone to save them. You have the pets maim the guy who is holding them captive. It's been a while since I've been able to record because of all this garbage that's been coming up. Man, it's like a never-ending supply of random chaos lately. I mean, heck, look at me trying to play in this game and my pets aren't even working today. Go figure. Well, hey, you know, the recording looks like it's taking, should be fine. Cross fingers. Really didn't like doing post-commentary. Felt boring, honestly. I guess I have to be in there at the moment for it to work. Where are my pets? Okay, there's one. One of the things I really liked about City of Heroes Mastermind pets is that you could rename them. And so instead of having like two bots that are just called MuniBot 1-P, yeah, great name, you can not only name them anything you want, but just the fact that you gave them different names allows you to quickly differentiate between them. Because one of the things you would run into is trying to figure out, okay, which one's the one that's getting trashed. In my particular case, the build I used would included area of effect heal. Had to target an enemy, but it was point blank for myself. Sort of lifesteal-ish. I say ish because you weren't really doing a true lifesteal. You know what? I can just rescue this guy here. We have already gotten enough of those boxes destroyed. So now we can go in and... Oh. Lock in. You know what? I'm just going to get used to Control F5 and see if that works better. Yeah. Anyways, I had to stand next to the people I was healing, and the team sometimes got a little spread out. But that being said, there's definitely some issues that come up. And that was just that, you know, you would be able to, without naming them, you'd sometimes run into trouble. It's like, okay, so which one of these guys is the guy who's almost dead, and which one's the one at full health? I've only got one shot of this, or else I lose a pet. And they're a lot harder to resummon than they are in this one. Wait, did I finish this one already, too? Man, you guys have killed so many extras that I finished the mission with one that I actually was aiming for. Really? I'm not sure if you're just overachievers or being a pain. Oh, by the way, I should remember this, of course. Press P to go into your powers. Of course, you'll want to change any powers to the color you might have chosen, like I've been going with red, for example. But for pets, you can actually choose. So these are the 1P. We saw that. We also have 1O. Now, I believe the letter is representative of the color. So if you look, let me zoom in here, get into here. Okay, my own status effects are causing... That's not working. As I'm turning my guy around, they always try to position behind you. But they have this little bit of a coloration on there. It looks more purplish, and I think that's what it's representative of. But if I were to resum them so I get the O version, I believe it'll be an orange look at them. Yeah, see? They've got some more different colors, a little bit different hat there. A little bit more wires on it. And I prefer that one over the other version anyways. And so you have that choice. There's also 2 and 3 with some, again, letters next to it. The 2 and 3 is for rank 2, rank 3. You don't get those options until you actually unlock the ranks. By default, originally, before they put in the customization, they were always going to be set up to be whatever your rank was, and later on they changed it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a quick F12 here. Your pet status can be... Oh. Hi. That's the problem with trying to play this game with Steam. The F12 is often set to be your, I'm going to see if I can just go into that real quick. I forgot. I had to take a screenshot the other day, so I turned that on. I wish I could just only turn on for certain games, so let's just clear that out so we'll stop taking screenshots. Can I do this? Anyways, so if you're in a team, you want the team status, but the pets, you can't see anything where they're at, and so on. So I tend to want to have the pets out where I can actually work with them. The pets get to be a pretty sizable list, much more than you would for your players, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and move them up a bit, and then I'll put this team status, probably... there's not really a good spot for it, but since I'm not going to be in teams much, that'll be fine for the moment. And I'll look, let me see how that looks now. Okay, yeah, it does need to move down slightly, because it's just, whoop. Yeah, I wanted to get it out of that way. Okay, and so I'm going to align that a bit. You can, of course, just align it up with your pets a bit, but what happens is that you can have 4 teammates, yourself plus 4 teammates, but you can have a lot more than that in pets. And that's where you can start getting into some trouble. So, anyways, we'll see how we can work with that. I don't want to go too far over my normal limit so that you can break this up in nice, easy work with chunks. I stood here too long. That's what I get. Why am I getting notices for Nighthawk? I wonder if they're doing an event right now. I wasn't paying attention. It's the day after Thanksgiving, for reference. It's one of those things where the recording shouldn't take that long, but it's mostly the editing and not getting a chance to do something as simple as editing. Anyways, but let's go ahead and cut it here, and I'll see you all in the next video, and have fun out there.